Good day, everyone. We are Group 6 and we will talk about the post-war interventions toward agrarian reform. So, rehabilitation and rebuilding after the war was focused on providing solutions to the problems of the past. The administration of President Rojas passed the Republic Act No. 34 to establish a 70 to 30 sharing arrangement between tenant and landlord, respectively, and reduce the interest landowners' loans to tenants at 6% or less. The government also attempted to redistribute hacienda lands, falling prey to the woes of similar attempts since no support was given to small farmers who were sold land. So after the war, to resolve the issue of land inequality and to improve the rural livelihood, so the administration of President Rojas passed the Republic Act Number 34, which established a 70 to 30 sharing between tenants and landlords na kung saan 70% ang makukuha sa harvest ng mga tenants o ng mga magsasaka o mga manggagawa. Samantalang ang 30% naman ang mapupunta sa may-ari ng lupa. Dagdag pa dito, binawasan rin ng Republic Act Number 34 ang interest ng mga loan ng mga tenants sa kanilang mga landowner ng 6% o mas mababa pa. Dagdag pa rito, sinubukan din ng Administrasyong Rojas na muling ipamigay ang mga lupain o mga hasyenda. Ngunit napilitan rin ang mga maliliit na manggagawa, maliliit na magsasaka o ang mga tenant na ibenta ito dahil sa kakulangan ng suporta at dahil nga wala silang kakayahan na mapanatili o kumbaga gawan ng pagkakakitaan itong kanilang mga lupa. So, under the term of President Elpidio Quirino, the Land Settlement Development Corporation or the LASEDECO was established to accelerate expand the resettlement program for peasants. This agency later on became the National Resettlement and Rehabilitation Administration or the NARA under the administration of President Ramon Magsaysay. Magsaysay saw the importance of pursuing genuine land reform program and convinced Congress, majority of which are landed elites, to pass legislation to improve the land reform situation. The Republic Act No. 1199, the Agricultural Tenancy Act, was passed to govern the relationship between landholders and tenants farmers, protecting the tenure rights of tenants and enforce tenancy practices. Throughout this law, the Court of Agricultural Relations was created in 1995 to improve tenancy, security, fixed and rentals, tenanted farms, and resolve the disputes filed by the landowners and P organization. So, under President Ramon Magsaysay, he established the Republic Act No. 1199 upang ayusin ang relasyon sa pagitan ng may-ari ng lupa at ng mga magsasaka. Layunin din ito na protektahan ang karapatan ng mga manggagawa o ng mga tenant at tiyakin ang kanilang seguridad sa lupang kanilang sinasaka at itakda ang makatarungang upa sa mga lupa. Itinalaga din ang Court of Agricultural Relations na naglalayong lutasin ang mga alitan sa lupa at paigtingin pa ang proteksyon ng mga manggagawa o ng mga tenants. At ito ay naging isang malaking hakbang patungo sa pagkakaroon ng rural equality at ma-promote ang social justice.
So for the first slide, dito naman is about sa Agricultural Tenancy Commission. So the Agricultural Tenancy Commission was also established to administer problems created by tenancy. The Agricultural Credit Cooperative Financing Administration or ACCFA was also created mainly to provide warehouse facilities and assist farmer in marketing their products. The administration spearheaded and establishment of the Agricultural Industrial Bank to improve easier terms in applying to homestead and other farmlands. Ito naman is para lang mag-provide sila ng about facility warehouse at ma-assist na nga yung farmer marketing para mas mabenta nila yung product nila. And establish naman yung Agricultural Industrial Bank. Dito naman is para ma-provide yung farm or para mapabilis yung product sa pag-aano ng farmland. For the third slide, National Resettlement and Rehabilitation Administration or NARRA or NARA accelerated the government's resettlement program and distribution of agricultural land to landless tenants and farmers. It also aimed to convince members or to hawks and movement to Central Luzon the resettle in areas where they can restart lives in peaceful citizen. Despite more vigorous effort toward agrarian reform, the situation for the farmers remained dire since the government lacked funds and provide support and services for the program. The landed elite did not fully cooperate and criticized the program. Ito naman, kaya nabuo itong NARA na to about sa tenants farmer at resettlement program para sa distribution ng agricultural land. The movement of rebels in Central Luzon to result areas where they can restart lives in peaceful citizen. Despite naman dun is about vigorous effort toward agrarian reform. At ang ating government is about lack sila sa funds at nahihirapan sila mag-provide ng services. Major stride in land reform arrived during the terms of President Diosdado Macapagal through the Agricultural Land Reform Code Republic Act 3844 or 3844. So dito naman ayun nga yung siguro nung I mean ito na yung part na si Diosdado Macapagal ang presidente natin ng mga panahon na to. At naisip niya na maggawa ng or makatulong sa ating agrikultura at sa ating kalupaan kagaya ng sakahan at iba pa kagaya ng mais. Binuo ito para syempre bilang mamamayang Pilipino hirap tayo mag-provide ng mga resources natin kagaya ng bigas, asukal at madami pang iba. At ayun lang ang part ko sa report namin na to. So, ang sunod na partner ko naman ay si Joshua.
Primary source: Declaration of Policy under RA number 3844 or Agricultural Land Reform Code. Source: Section 2 of RA 3844. It is the policy of the state. Number 1. To establish owner cultivatorship and the economic family-size farm as the basis of Philippine agriculture and as a consequence, divert landlord capital in agriculture to industrial development. Number 2. To achieve a dignified existence for the small farmers, free from pernicious institutional restraints and practice. 3. To create a truly viable social and economic structure in agriculture conducive to greater productivity and higher farm incomes. Number 4. To apply all labor laws equally and without discrimination to both industrial and agricultural wage earners. Number 5. To provide a more vigorous and systematic land resettlement program and public land distribution. And number 6. To make the small farmers more independent, self-reliant, and responsible citizens and the source of genuine strength in our democratic society. This code abolished shared tenancy in the Philippines and prescribed program to convert tenant farmers to lessees and later on owner-cultivate. It also aimed to free tenants from tenancy and emphasize owner-cultivators and farmer independence, equity, productivity, improvement, and public land distribution. Despite being one of the most comprehensive pieces of land reform legislation ever passed in the Philippines, Congress did not make any effort to come up with a separate bill to fund its implementation despite the fact that it proved beneficial in the provinces where it was pilot tested.